Hi everybody, welcome to Asthma A to Z Steroids, how to taper steroids. Today we're talking about systemic or pill form steroids that go through your system, systemic, otherwise known as prednisone. Now if you'd like to know more about prednisone and steroids in general, make sure to check out my video Asthma A to Z Steroids. Today we're talking specifically about how to taper steroids. If you're not sure what that means, watch the other video first and then come back and check in with me here. If you've used steroids before for asthma or other chronic conditions, you may find that you're on it, like I am, many winters, anywhere from 2 to 3 or 4 months even. What that means is that there are some important understandings to have about how your body interacts with this drug and how you go from utilizing it to no longer utilizing it in a healthy and efficient way. You'll notice in my Asthma A to Z Steroids that I talk about the fact that prednisone is an immunosuppressant. I'm going to read to you a little bit of what Wikipedia says about this immunosuppressant so you understand what we're talking about here today. This drug causes adrenal suppression if taken for longer than 7 days, making it possible for the body to temporarily lose its ability to manufacture corticosteroids, especially cortisol. In addition, prednisone downregulates the natural synthesis of glucocorticoids. It's a big word. What that means is that if you take this for more than 7 days, your body will stop producing some of its own natural substances. That's what makes tapering so important. So let's say my doctor starts me out at 60 milligrams a day. Now that sounds like a lot, but I've been on that for 3 months now. That's what it looks like. Little pile of steroids, taken in the mornings because it's a stimulant, so I don't want to take it at night. Essentially what's going to happen is my body is going to stop producing cortisol and other glucocorticoids as this prednisone takes over in my system. Now the upside is I can breathe now. I don't have to go to the hospital and my lungs don't close down. But what that means is when it's time for me to start to come off my steroids, I have to have a very careful and practical plan. I'm going to show you my little map here. Can you see this little guy, this little piece of paper? It has numbers on it and days of the week. And you'll see that they've been crossed out: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. On here, I keep track of how much I take every day of my steroids. When I am in the grips of a normal cold, somebody else gets a little chest cold and it's over in a week or two, for me, my lungs as an asthmatic start to shut down. I take these pills right away, and I can actually go to work and function like a normal individual, healthy individual, instead of being bedridden on my couch or ending up in the hospital, which I've experienced. As my body gets over the virus, this stuff is still in my system, and my body's natural production of cortisol and let's look at that word again, glucocorticoids has been depressed. I'm going to have to slowly bring this all back into balance. So for maybe 4 weeks, I'm on 60 milligrams until the virus is completely gone. No more coughing up mucus, no more inability to breathe, no more pain at night when I lie flat and breathe, which is very common for asthmatics. As I see that my symptoms are decreasing, I'm going to lower my dosage from 60 milligrams a day to 50. And as I lower from 60 to 50, I'm going to watch my body very carefully. Now on my map, I show that I was on 50 for 10 days. I don't just go by a general number. I write down a minimum of 7 days for the next lower dose, and I watch my body. If I start to have a setback, I'm having more trouble breathing, I'm having more pain at night, I'm coughing more, then I know I've decreased too soon and I need to take the steroids back up to my original dosage, whether it was 60, 50, 40, or 30, whatever the doctor put me on. I wait another week. Then I try again. Can I drop down to 50? And as I drop down to 50 and my body starts to produce more of its own cortisol and its glucocorticoids, then I feel like, okay, this is working. Then I go for maybe 7 to 10 days at 50, and I drop it again, 40 milligrams or whatever. Again, you're decreasing by 10 milligram increments. So wherever you start, you drop down 10 milligrams. watch for the signs. Write yourself a little note so every day you see how much you're taking, and don't go for typically less than 5 days on any level. So you don't want to go 5 days at 50, 3 days at 40 milligrams, 2 days at 20. That's too fast. Listen to your body. Watch your child, watch your loved one's symptoms, whoever is taking this drug, and notice, are they seeming to have a setback? That's what I call backlash. And when that happens, I have to pop right back up to my original dose and I start over. But don't feel badly, because the next time you try, you're going to be that much stronger, that much healthier, that much farther from the original sickness and able to bring it back into balance. It's important that you respect and understand the fact that steroids for asthmatics and for other serious conditions like Crohn's disease, MS, even shingles, is a life-saving drug. Don't feel bad about taking this drug or giving it to a loved one if your doctor recommends it. And typically for most of us with asthma, this is not a year-round thing. It just happens when we have a severe lung infection and the lungs go into hypersensitive mode and they start to shut down completely. I'm glad you joined me for this important discussion on how to taper steroids, the fact that you want to listen to your body, bring it back up to the original dose if you have to, but the tapering slowly is a must. And as you do so, your body will start to reproduce again all those good things that it naturally does, and pretty soon you won't need this tool anymore in your toolkit until the next time it comes around. Thanks for joining me for this, helping to separate fact from fiction about steroids, how to taper steroids. Please subscribe to my channel and share with a friend, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.